In my last video, I told you guys that I would get back to you regarding the smog check after my appointment with the smog referee. So here I am. I had my appointment with the smog referee last week. I believe it was Thursday. And I provided him the documentation of my aftermarket catalytic converter. Also told him that my truck didn't have the underhood emission sticker and that it was discontinued, so there was really no way of me getting it. He said that part wasn't necessary. He went into the smog handbook and essentially pointed out the area that a missing underhood emission sticker doesn't constitute a smog failure. Highlighted that section, sent me that document in an email. Then he went ahead and researched my cat based on the item number I gave him. He searched the barcode and searched the system for that cat to see if it was compatible with my engine and whether it passed California emissions, or I guess was designed to pass California emissions would be a more accurate way of saying it. He found that yes, it did match my vehicle, and yes, it did. It was manufactured with California standards in mind. And then he essentially told me, okay, both of these are good. He reviewed my smog check and said since I passed emissions, it shouldn't be a problem to get my truck smogged. But he did say that he would have to either have me scheduled with another smog tech to essentially inspect my vehicle to see that all the information I was providing was accurate, or I could send him pictures of my catalytic converter, my vehicle, my VIN number, etc. And he could essentially do it remotely. And then the third option he provided was that the documents he provided me, I could take those back to my initial smog tech and show him, and he should pass me once he reviewed those documents. So since the smog tech that I went to before was the one closest to me, I opted for that option. And I told him, yes, I'll go to my previous smog tech. If he passes me, great. Won't have to contact you again. If he doesn't, I'll email you back and say he had issues and still would not smog me. So it turned out I went back to the smog tech and he reviewed the documents, showed him everything, and he said he'd have to smog it again because once I took it away from the shop and it failed the test, he would have to re-smog it to get it smogged again. So he ran it through the smog again. Once again, since it was older than a 2000 vehicle, he threw it on the dyno, took about 20 minutes, and then he went ahead and smogged it, passed smog. So yeah, guys, that was kind of my story of how my smog for my truck went after purchasing it. It was a bit of a headache. I had to make about 8 calls to get it smogged. But at the end of the day, it really didn't cost me much more. It just cost me a little bit of time. But good thing is, cat was fully functional. Cat was installed correctly, and everything ended up being okay. But just a reminder, if you are buying a second-hand vehicle, always get it smogged by the previous owner. Smog can be a big problem, and it can turn into hundreds, if not thousands, not thousands, but hundreds, if not a couple $1,000s worth of repairs if the catalytic converter is bad or something's wrong with the emission system and a mechanic needs to repair it. But there you guys go. How to get a vehicle smogged if you have an aftermarket cat and if the underhood emission sticker is missing. Hope you guys found this informative. If you did, hit the thumbs up button. If it helped you in any way, or if you have any other questions, leave them in the comment section below and I'll try to get them answered for you guys. But hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will see you guys in the next one.